Only on 9, a shocking twist in a 15-year-old Oklahoma City murder case.
We first told you about Julie Mitchell in November 2010 when she was found beaten to death in her Northwest OKC home. Her stepson found her body in her bedroom. Her 1-year-old daughter was found next to her unharmed. Investigators say $30,000 had been stolen from a safe in the closet.
The murder uncovered her husband Teddy's illegal gambling operation, sending him to federal prison for more than 2 years. However, no one has ever been arrested or charged for her murder.
But just as investigators were taking another look at a person of interest this past weekend, the case took a dramatic and tragic turn. News 9's Jennifer Pierce has the details.
The lead investigator on this case says he never ruled out Edmond insurance agent Michael Thomas as a person of interest in Julie Mitchell's murder. Thomas agreed to do another interview with police this weekend, but it ended when Thomas took his life during a Zoom call. The remote call with Michael Thomas and his attorney Ed Blau started at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Detective Brian Carter says Thomas immediately took over the conversation for nearly an hour.
He didn't give me any opportunity to ask him any questions. He controlled the conversation from start to finish.
Then it took a disturbing and tragic turn.
At about 40 minutes through the interview, he produced a firearm and then took his own life. In 31 years on the police department, doing hundreds and hundreds of interviews, I've never had anyone commit suicide in front of me.
Police say Thomas remained a person of interest throughout the investigation because of his gambling ties and debts owed to Teddy Mitchell, who ran an illegal gambling operation out of his home. Questions Carter had for Thomas about the scene where Julie Mitchell was found brutally murdered in 2010, or evidence that only Thomas possibly knew about, will remain a mystery.
Him taking his own life without answering the questions that I needed answered to eliminate him as a person of interest, it speaks volumes that maybe he couldn't answer those questions.
Carter says he will continue to search for answers, keeping the case open.
We've always said this is an old case. It was never a cold case.
Police say the victim's husband was never ruled out of the investigation. Although Mitchell has maintained his innocence, he did serve 27 months in federal prison for running an illegal gambling operation. Jennifer Pierce, Oklahoma's own News 9.